Okay, so hi guys, this is Grace, and this reading will be guidance on what to do if you feel stuck. Okay, so I will do it as if you feel stuck in this connection, if you feel stuck in this relationship, if you feel stuck with this person or with whatever's happening right now with you and your person, or if you feel stuck right now, if you're single, I guess it could also work. But yeah, generally, if you feel stuck in a love, in terms of love topic, this is your reading. And I will use this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna use this template that I saw, that if you feel stuck, find a dead card in the deck, and then the card behind it is what you need to leave behind. The card in front is what you need to focus on. So yeah, let's start. Pick your deck and we'll get to your reading. Deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3. Okay, so for the people who picked this deck, if you're stuck in your connection, in love, what you need to do, what's the guidance for you. So I might fast forward it. If not, you can just speed it up or that card in reverse. What's behind it is the Four of Wands. What's in front of it is the Seven of Swords, reverse. I feel like you really need to face up with the truth. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that if you think your person or that person or the situation is gonna change, you're being denial or you're fooling yourself. Okay, I feel like you need to, if you're in that narrative of eventually, hopefully they're gonna change, then you're only telling that to yourself to make you feel better. But the truth is that's not the case. That's what I'm getting here. So if someone is like not respecting you by whatever means it is, if they're cheating, if they're always doing what they know you don't like or that upsets you, then I feel like it's not gonna change. This is what you need to leave behind, is the Four of Wands. What I'm seeing with the Four of Wands here is this happy ending that you've imagined in your head. This because I feel like it's almost becoming like a fantasy. This foundation, this home. So for some of you, this is just you needing to leave a home that is not serving you anymore, or a home that feels not aligned with you. I don't want to call that home toxic, but that might be the case. But when you're in somewhere toxic, if you consider something toxic, that means that situation or that home is triggering you. Or for example, it's a person. If you call that person toxic, it means that that person's triggering you. And that means that there's something within you that you need to face that is toxic as well. okay? Because no matter what the other person is doing, even if you feel like they're being toxic, it shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't really bother you to a great extent. If it shouldn't really trigger you if you don't have something within you that needs healing, if you don't have something within you that's being triggered. Like, for example, maybe you need to simply make your boundaries higher. Okay, so you keep being triggered because you care, I know, and then because your boundaries is low, and you keep maybe you're just trying to be kind to this person and you care for them, so you understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, if you're just always letting them do, or letting them disrespect you, or letting them do what they're doing before, that is not nice, or it's not good for the connection, or that's something toxic. If you're letting them do that, then all because you're being understanding, then that's not good. It means you need to put up boundaries. Yeah, because that is about change and it's in reverse, so that's why I feel like also it's not changing. With the Seven of Swords here, what you need to face up, or what you need to focus on is, I see the Seven of Swords here as deceit. Okay, so the lies, or the deceit, that's what you need to focus on. Not that you need to focus on it and just feel really bad about it. I mean, you might feel sad about this. Feel it and then release it. Don't feed it, okay? Feel the emotion, but don't feed it. When you're feeding the emotions, that's entirely different thing, because like, he or she cheated on me, he or she did that, what did I do wrong, am I not enough? That's feeding it. That's making yourself be the victim here, and you're not a victim. So feel the emotions, recognize your mistakes, recognize your person's mistakes, and then release it. It has nothing to do with your worth. It has nothing to do with you in terms of how people have appreciated you or not appreciated you. It's nothing to do with your worth. Your worth doesn't change, okay, just because another person didn't see it. So let's see more guidance for you. I know you want revenge, I know you want justice here, but that's not the best way to go with this. Because the revenge or this hatred, it's just creating more karma, and it's just creating hatred in your heart, and it's not good for you in the long run. I'm not saying don't feel anger. Feel it, then release it. Okay, because it's a natural response to feel that way. So I'm just getting more cards here. So what's the guidance then for what you need to leave behind, for what you need to focus on, and for this present moment. So for what you need to leave behind, we've got inspiration. Okay, I feel like this connection might have drained you out, and because of that you don't feel inspired anymore. Or maybe for some of you, you don't believe in love anymore. You feel bitter about it, like thinking, there's no forever in love, like or something like that, or like it's not real or it's not true, this happy ending. So that's why you need to rest. You need to find this foundation within yourself. I feel like for some of you, you're depending on this connection or this person because you've been so used to being with this person, and that they're your comfort zone. They're part of your comfort zone. But this is you needing to find that foundation within yourself so that you no need to rely on this person, on this connection, or anyone else. Don't need to rely on them for spark, for inspiration, for happiness. Okay? You need to be able to find that within yourself first. Now, what you need to focus on, in terms of what you need to focus on, what's the guidance? We have your intuition in reverse. You've always, I feel, didn't listen to your intuition, but now you feel you need to listen to your intuition. Okay? You've seen the red flags, but you didn't believe them, or you refused to see them. But moving forward, you need to be able to trust your intuition. And for you to be able to trust your intuition, you need to trust yourself. Okay? Trust yourself. Don't worry you didn't listen to your intuition before, but now there's now a chance for you to do differently. Change the patterns. Okay? Because I feel like if you don't learn from this, and if you have a different relationship with a different person, not the same person, I feel like you'll be just repeating the patterns if you don't heal what you need to heal within yourself. Like setting the foundation within yourself, relying on yourself for happiness, for grounding foundation, as I said. So if there's one thing that you need to do right now in this present moment to change, to help unstuck yourself, what is it? Forgiveness. Yeah? Perfect. This is perfect. This is so in line with the messages here. One thing that you need to do is forgiveness. Sometimes it's harder to forgive ourselves than forgiving others. So first, forgiving others, then also forgiving yourself for what has taken place. Okay, there's an aspect of letting go with this also, as I see this blowing out this, letting go. there you go. And healing, blowing out this, and like just being more lighthearted about your approach with things. It's like if you're there's no use to just blaming yourself or blaming somebody else, like the blame game. Show compassion to yourself and others and grow from this. grow from this. Like, say thank you and goodbye. Okay, if you're ready to do that. Okay, I'm not forcing you to do that, but if you're ready to do that, it's thank you for the situation and goodbye. Let go. Okay, I know some people will still think, maybe you could make this work. Maybe for some of you, you could still make this work, but for the majority of you, I'm not really getting that this is working or this is gonna work. This connection. So that is your reading. It might not be what you're expecting, but it might be what you need to hear. So you might get triggered by this, but that's the message for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more guidance, I'm on Instagram, the Empress Star 2222. Also, a link for my personal readings will be on the pinned comment or the description box. Thank you and bye. Okay, so for the people who picked this card or this deck, if you're feeling stuck in the connection or in terms of love, whatever that is, let's start. So, as I said in the beginning, in the intro, I will get the death card in this deck, and then what's in front of it is what you need to focus on, and what's behind it is what you need to leave behind. So you can skip this. That card there. What's in front of it is the Queen of Swords in reverse, and what's behind it is the King of Pentacles. Okay. Right. So, in this connection, in this situation, or love situationship, what do you need to focus on? I feel like you need to focus on not being so harsh with your words. Because I see harsh words with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Like, the Queen of Swords is good. She's honest. She's straight to the point, straightforward. But in reverse, I feel like this honesty, these words can be so harsh, although they're honest, and they're just hurting you or hurting others. So what you need to leave behind, I feel, is I feel like this represents work. So maybe there's overworking or too much work, so there is not enough time for this connection or this situation. That's creating a problem here, so that's what you need to leave behind. For some of you, I'm getting leave behind other people's business. In terms of I feel like it's more of it's untraditional meaning for this King of Pentacles, but based on my intuition, I'm getting that it's don't let other people's business or don't let other people's opinion affect you, or don't compare your situation to other people's situation, because you only see the highlight of their situation, not the that's what's going on behind the scenes. So no situation is perfect anyway. Leave behind, I'm also getting leave behind trying to make your connection appear perfect in front of others, because it's not, and it's fine the way it is if it's not perfect. Like, no connection is perfect, as I said. Okay, because it's tiring. It's tiring trying to maintain an image. Like, with yourself, it's tiring. With ourselves, it's tiring to maintain a certain image, in especially in a connection. It's tiring to maintain that certain image of like what people should perceive your connection as. Other people will perceive it as like it's not good. Other people will perceive it as it's like the best connection ever, and that's fine. Don't mind what other people think. For some reason, I'm also getting a message that some of you are trying to stay in this connection because it's comfortable, because it's providing for you in terms of physically, money or home or house, and you know that you need a change, and you know that there's a change that has to happen, and you feel stuck. Maybe you feel stuck because it's boring, like there's no challenge anymore. You reach this very comfortable level. So what you need to focus on is to you being true to yourself with the Queen of Swords, and express what you want to say. Express your truth. So there's a small percentage of you that I'm getting that's the message for you. If the first two messages didn't resonate, then that's the message for you. So let's see. Right. Let's see the guidance then. I'm gonna get more cards. What's the guidance on what you need to leave behind? What's the guidance on what you need to focus on? And the guidance on currently in this present moment to change your situation. It's all reversed. Okay, right. For the guidance on what you need to leave behind, we have presence in reverse. Yeah. Okay. So you've got this King of Pentacles. It means it's like you've got everything that you need right now at this moment. Maybe physically you provided for. In this, so that's why you need to be present, so that you will not take things for granted what you have right now, and just be, this is being basically just being grateful for what you have, acknowledging it. Okay, so that's what you need to leave behind, that attitude of like not acknowledging or not being present in the moment, or not acknowledging what you have, appreciating what you have. Right. So what you need to focus on is physical health in reverse. So you need to focus on the physical health. Okay? For some of you, you're either being too controlling with your diet, that you're restricting yourself, overly restricting yourself, or overly being healthy. That's not also healthy. Trying to be overly healthy. Like, what I'm trying to say is like, trying to be overly clean with everything. It's like a OCD, like obsessive compulsive disorder of like being just trying to control everything. Like before I was like that as well. I controlled everything, like clean eating, my to unhealthy level, and also exercise, and I wasn't feeling good because it's not my diet. I feel like it's not balanced. My diet's not balanced. It's not good. And I see it as a way of I'm not in control of my life. So what I did was, there's this one thing that I can control, which is my diet, and I end up being underweight, or very underweight because of it, and I don't feel good, and I don't have energy. Like I'm just too strict. So it has to be balanced. That's just an example, so you know where it is that you're being unhealthy with your diet, or with your whatever that is, that's something to do with your physical health. Maybe you're too restrictive, to the point that you're not enjoying your life anymore, you're not living. At the same time, maybe you're too indulging on something, and on food or whatever that is, that you're not paying attention to your physical health. So balance is important. If there's one thing that you need to do right now so that you feel not stuck in your, or unstuck in the, so you can unstuck on the situation, what is it? Personal boundaries. Okay? Personal boundaries. So what I'm getting here is just you being able to have your own life separate from this situation, or from this person, or from this connection, is what you need. Okay? You having your own passions, your own hobbies, your own interests separate from this person or the situation. So there has to be boundaries. I'm getting, for some of you, this could be like if you're in a relationship. It could be a situation where you've been with each other for a long time, and you always spend time with each other, and it's like boring now because it feels like you've done everything. And for some of you, you're even on the same working place, so you always see each other every day, and it's like there's nothing to talk about because you already know everything with each other. If you don't have your own interests and passions, there's nothing to share or to add to the connection, or share differently to the connection, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting here. And as I said, if you're imbalanced in your physical health, you won't feel good. You will feel stuck, because you won't be able to have the energy to do what you want to do, or you won't have the energy to do something exciting. So that is your reading. I hope this helps. This physical health could also be, I should add mental health as well. So pay attention to your mental health as well, because they go hand in hand, physical health and mental health. So yeah, I just got it from my intuition. So anyway, that is your reading. Let me know how this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and for more of this, my Instagram is the Empress Star 2222, or if you want a personal reading, the link will be in the pinned comment or description box as always. Bye. Okay, so for the people who picked this deck, this will be your reading. If you feel stuck in your connection or relationship or in love in general, this is your reading. Then what I'm gonna do here is to find the death card in this, and what's in front of it is what you need to focus on, what's behind it is what you need to leave behind. If you didn't watch the intro, you can skip this. Okay. That card. There. So what's in front of it is the King of Wands reverse. What's behind it is the Chariot reverse. Actually, they're all reverse. So okay. Revisiting the past. I see here something about revisiting the past. Okay, someone's revisiting the past. Right. So in this connection, what you need to focus on? What should you do? What should you do is you should act. Yeah, you should act, but don't act impulsively. Okay? You need to take action, but don't act impulsively. So that's what I'm getting. Because if you do that, if you act impulsively, I feel like the result will be, it might be okay, it might not be okay. In the most part, it's not okay. But even if the result that you get is not is okay, I feel like if you act impulsively, the result will not long lasting. So what you need to leave behind is the lack of communication. There's no movement because there's no communication, or people are not communicating with integrity. It could be that there's some mind games, okay? Or you might say something, but you really mean differently. Yeah, like for example, you might say okay, but deep down it's not okay. Yeah, don't just say you're okay or it's okay if you're not okay, or if it's not okay. That's what you need to leave behind, that attitude of that, because you will just go around and around and around with these cycles over and over again if you don't change that. I feel like physically or intimately, this could be intimately because we got the King of Wands, this connection is good, but in terms of emotionally or in terms of other things, there might be an issue or a problem in this connection. I feel like what you need to focus on is really planning. Both of you, or you taking a lead, at least you taking a lead on what you really want to happen. Like, where do you want this to lead to? Okay? Because I feel like this connection is just wishy-washy. Just this might not be a good description, but I feel like it's just, like, it's not grounded, it's just floating. And at the same time, there's no really, it's moving, like, it's there, but there's no really a proper sense of direction where you want this to go to, or a plan of where you want this connection to go to. I feel like this connection is just saying, if you feel stuck right now, I mean, this reading is just saying, if you feel stuck right now, it means that you need to consider really where you want to go in this connection, because you cannot stay in this kind of situation any longer. And you know that, for example, this connection doesn't have a label, or you're just seeing how it goes, like, it's fine, but you cannot be in that sense of just see how it goes forever, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting with this. Let's see more guidance on this one. Just gonna get some cards. Maybe it's for you, what you need to focus on is you need to really decide what you really want. Okay? Because if you don't know what you want, if you don't have, then you're fine with anything, if that makes sense. Like, if you don't know what you want, then you don't have a certain standard. It means that you're fine with anything, with whoever comes to you, with whatever type of person that comes to your life and be in a connection with you. That's like the message that you're giving out to the universe. If you don't know what you want, or you don't know really what you want to happen, it means you're fine with everything then, even if you're not. Okay, so let's see the guidance on what you need to leave behind, what you need to focus on, and what you need to do in the present moment. So what you need to leave behind, what's the guidance? We've got here the throat chakra. So the guidance here, as I said, what you need to leave behind is the unclear communication. This is the expression, this is the throat chakra. Okay, throat chakra is all about expression, that creativity, that the sound, it basically it's communication, as I said. It's honesty. Okay, so what you need to focus on is the dreams. This is the crown chakra. Guidance. Maybe you're getting divine guidance, you're getting divinely guided on something, on a certain path, and that's what you need to focus on. And you feel that within you, maybe you need to take a leadership in this connection, or maybe take a leadership in your life, at least, on where you want things to go. What do you want? What do you desire? What's your dreams? and let yourself be divinely guided in that through your intuition, maybe through literally your dreams. Okay, like there's a signs and symbols in that. That's what you need to focus on. Okay, there's something very spiritual with the King of Wands being here, and it being a fire sign, and also the dreams in the crown chakra. It might not make sense on a practical note or a practical way right now, at least, but it's like a leap of faith. Basically, it's like what you know deep down, even though it might not make sense practically, or like, for example, you know this deep down what you need to do, what's your guidance, and if you tell it to other people, or even your ego might say, are you crazy? Or other people might say, are you crazy? It's still best to follow that guidance. Okay, even if other people may think you're crazy, you think you're crazy for doing that. Now let's see, in the present moment, to help you unstuck, to help unstuck yourself in this situation, connection, what it is that you want to do, what you need to change. We got seeing again, the upper chakra. This is the actually, as I was saying, this is crown chakra, but actually the dreams is also third eye chakra. Both of them are third eye chakra. There's no crown chakra here, but the crown chakra base is connected to the third eye chakra because it's where you get the messages anyway. So it's interconnected. What you need to do right now, the guidance for you, if there's one thing that you're gonna do, is the seeing. So it's about changing your perspective. It's about looking at things, at situations, looking and facing the truth in the situation. I feel like for some of you, because we got a knowledge word here, you need to, maybe you have this dream, you have this divine guidance that you're going to focus on. In this present moment, what can you do to be able to get to this? Is that you need to gain more knowledge or read more about this, what you feel guided to do. Okay, for example, it's like pottery. I don't know why I think of a pottery, or like a certain instrument. You need to be able to start making your own research on how to go about that, why you feel guided to do that. Okay, whatever that may be, pottery, a certain instrument, whatever it is that you feel guided to do, as I said. So yeah, in a way, there's an aspect here of like focusing in yourself. It all comes down from from us and our own relationship with ourselves anyway, how we relate to others. Like if our relationship with ourselves are okay, then we'll be able to healthily or properly communicate or properly relate to others, and our connection will be healthy as well, if that makes sense, if our connection with ourselves are healthy. So that's your reading. I hope you got something out of this. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more from me, you can follow me on my Instagram, the Empress Tarot 2222, or for a personal reading, you can the link will be on the pinned comment or the description box. Bye.